Hey friends, so there's so much stuff on the internet that's just not true, okay? And I'm 47 at the end of the month and I really want to have a baby, right? And after doing a lot of research, I feel like I found a way to do it, okay? So when I just turned 46, I fell pregnant twice and I miscarried twice, okay? So I started researching how to improve egg quality, etc., etc. And I'm on day 8 of a water fast at the moment, and the reason I'm fasting is because I have found a YouTube video where a girl couldn't have a baby for 8 years. She fasted extensively, and then she conceived pretty much straight away and had a healthy baby. And the other thing I found is research done by Jonathan Tilley at the Harvard University, where he's found two things. He's found that egg cells there isn't a certain number of eggs that you're born with that deteriorate over time. What he's found is that actually stem cells are producing new egg cells all the time, just like in men. Sperm is being produced all the time in the testicles, okay? So what he says it better than me, okay? I've posted a video on my YouTube channel. You just look it up. Actually, I'll put a link in the description below to hit the video that I put on my YouTube channel. He explains it in his own words how they discovered that stem cells are constantly reproducing new eggs, okay, in the ovaries. And the other study he did was he took 2 sets of mice and they let them. Now, like I said in another video, the quality of this journal article written is crap, because I'm sure he didn't write it, but he didn't also read it before he let it go to publishing, okay? Because whoever read it didn't explain. It wasn't really clear about how much the mice were calorie restricted, okay? So I can only assume they were calorie. So basically what happened is they took 2 sets of mice and they fed them both normally until they got to 10 months of age, and then one half of the mice they calorie restricted for 4 months. The other half of the mice they let eat normally, okay? Now in the journal article it doesn't say clearly how much they calorie restricted them. I did see just an article on the internet where they were saying that the food intake of the calorie restricted mice were reduced by 40%, so they were eating 60% of their daily calories for 4 months. But when you read the journal article, it's sort of says, but not clearly, that they could have been initially restricted by 10% of the daily calories, and then that went up to 20, 30, and then 40% of the daily calories, or reduced. The amount was reduced by, say, 40% or 10%. But anyway, whatever. They were calorie restricted for 4 months, and then they were put back onto a normal diet, right? But basically in this study, okay, so the mice that weren't calorie restricted, they were fairly fertile between 10 and 12 and a half months. But the mice that were with the normal diet, after 12 and a half months, like I think there was only one live offspring between 12 and a half and 15 months, whereas the mice that were calorie restricted and then went back onto a normal diet, from 15 months to 23 months, they produced heaps of live offspring, right? So the calorie restriction had increased their fertility and their ability to have healthy eggs, healthy babies. And in the study they suggested it basically sort of the calorie restriction took away chromosomal abnormalities and all that stuff that you find in old eggs that are being produced at an older age, okay? So the best thing I can do is I'm going to put a link in the description below to Jonathan Tilley's video, to the journal articles that have been published on this topic, and also to some articles that have been written about this topic on the internet, okay? So I'm very confident. I haven't reached menopause yet, so I'm very confident if I fast enough. Oh, and I'll put the link in the description below to that girl that couldn't have a kid for 8 years and then water fasted and then had a kid, okay? So yeah, I'm confident that if I calorie restricted for 2 weeks, and now I'm on this water fast for I'm not sure how long, because I'm losing weight quickly and I'm quite slender to start with. So I'm not sure how long I'm going to water fast for. Maybe I'll have to water fast now and then refeed, or put back on some weight and water fast again. I'm not sure. So because I'm already 47.4 kilos after 7 days of water fasting, which is quite low. I don't know how many pounds that is, but anyway, we'll see. But I'm documenting my journey on this channel for other people, okay? Okay, well, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.